Welcome to this episode of Don't Chew With Your Mouth Open. Thank you for joining us. As usual, please like and subscribe, share your comments, and let us know what you'd like us to talk about and what you think about and where we are within your mind. Our podcast is targeted for anybody who lives in the global south, in the emerging and frontier markets, who's trying to build their income, build their wealth, build their capital, and move up a social strata. So we focus on investment, finance, entrepreneurship, and social mobility. Let's get into this week's episode. Welcome to our episode of our podcast, Don't Chew With Your Mouth Open, where we'll discuss business, economics, finance, investments, and wealth creation for the global south. So a few weeks ago, I got the opportunity to go onto a farm, very large farm, over 2,000 heads of cattle and growing. And while we were there, it started to get cloudy and it looked like it was going to rain. And the farmer quickly adjusted and said to us, gentlemen, we can't continue with what we're doing because we haven't made enough hay. And we've got to bale that hay before it starts raining. And it got me to think about a statement that I used to hear a lot. Make hay while the sun shines. That when this hay is wet, when it rains, you're unable to collect it, and that hay is the fundamental feed for the cattle. And it gave me a real life representation of what that meant. That you need to strike when the opportunity is available. You need to make decisions within the time frame that's available to you, and need to act in your best interests when the opportunity presents itself. So the lesson was for me as an investor, me in private equity, partners and friends in entrepreneurship, other friends who are employed, that the opportunity is for a short window. And when that window exists, there are certain set of activities that you can do that can help you make yourself stronger economically. When it rains, the quality of the grass is wet, the ability to bring in the hay is harder. So what's important is recognize the time and the season. Because these opportunities don't always present themselves as opportunities. But if you're consistently out in the field tending the cattle, like this farmer was, he could quickly identify what the rain was going to do. He understood how much hay he needed to make, and he quickly adjusted his program to make that happen. The opportunity or the window was closing, and he quickly acted. We recently had a very big fall in financial markets. Most of us saw 20% declines in our portfolio. That window doesn't happen often. We now had an opportunity to buy great businesses at good prices, an entry point that may have never happened over the course of our lifetime. And what we did is we went in and did exactly that. It was an opportunity that we took advantage of. That the S&P 500 or any stock market that suffered greatly because of the Trump tariff wars was now at an all-time low. And we could enter the market at that stage. And as the faith of the people recovers, the market will find some stability, which it did. So what does that mean for us in private equity? That means striking while the market is ready. We are looking at retiring entrepreneurs, baby boomers, whose family members are not interested in running their businesses, yet they are quality businesses. They are going to continue retiring for the next 20 so years, and we want to capture that market. So we as Shallow Capital are striking in that space. You as an entrepreneur, when is the right time to raise capital? When is the right time to fund your business? When is the right time to grow and get into new markets? When is the right time to introduce new products? These should be the thoughts one has. Does the present window give you that opportunity? There's a statement I was taught by an economics lecturer of mine. He always said, never waste a crisis. A crisis gives you the opportunity to do things that you wouldn't be able to do normally, to take actions that may be normally unacceptable, but will be palatable, will be accepted today because we're in a crisis. Look at the economy we live in, whether it be South Africa, whether it be Brazil, whether it be Thailand. How does that economy work, and what does it mean for you today? And how can you look at it and take advantage of the opportunities? Because it will rain. At one point, at some point, it will rain. And your cattle will still need the hay. Have you made the hay while the sun shines? I can provide you an example, which we recently did about the stock market. But historically, there's a book, and it's called The Richest Man in Babylon. And in that book, it describes a scenario in which a bunch of shepherds are outside the city, and they need to sell the sheep. And they're willing to sell those sheep at a discounted price simply because they can't get them in and sell them at the right price. And a man who was sitting out there deliberated on buying the sheep at the right price, but went to sleep. When he woke up, somebody else the next day had seen the opportunity and came and bought those sheep. And this is to say, opportunities that are unique to you will present themselves to you. You must be ready to do the deal. You must be ready to take the chance. Have a prepared sense of optimism. Prepared sense of optimism. One where you are ready to execute on an opportunity that would fall into your lap, or where market conditions position themselves to give you the ability to jump on something. So here's the question to you. Where in your business, in your life, in your workplace, have you not taken the opportunity? Have you delayed in action? Where you've had analysis paralysis, as they call it. Because there's due diligence and there's analysis paralysis. Due diligence is judging the risk. Analysis paralysis is being afraid to take the opportunity. Ask yourself that question and analyze why you were in that position. What have you changed today that allows you to act appropriately? What are you going to do tomorrow that enables you and equips you to actually grab hold of an opportunity that may be presented to you? So let's land this plane. Opportunities exist, so does risk. Your ability to understand both enables you to take advantage of the opportunity. This farmer taught us a critical lesson, and I still use it till today, that you have a unique opportunity or window to do certain things. If you don't do them within that time, you then run out, and the quality of it and the opportunity to progress depreciates or diminishes or evaporates, literally. So I'm going to leave you with this. As you go out into your life today, as you go out and try and create wealth, never forget that you need to make hay while the sun shines. Thank you for listening. See you next time.